morning, it's Wednesday today, it's about 9:30. I've actually been up since about 20 to 8, believe it or not, by choice. I've been busy at my desk. My boyfriend was here because he came last night, we had a lovely dinner together and watched telly. He's gone off to work, my daughter's gone off to work as well. She was gone by about 9, I think. And I am all alone. I am going to uni today, but I don't have to leave till 3:30 because it's a little evening rehearsal, 2 in fact. 2 little back-to-back rehearsals, one's half an hour and one's an hour, and that's it. I'll be travelling for much longer than I'll be actually at uni today, but oh well, never mind, I shall edit on the train, it'll all be fine. Yeah, I've just submitted something which represents hours and hours and hours and hours of work. Which is the 3 scores for our performance on Friday. We have to submit scores. You don't get that in real life when you're doing your gigs and your KDs and everything. You have to write all the parts out. Oh my word, so that represented a lot of work. I was the scribe for our group. I opted to do it. I enjoy it. I mean, like I say hours, like one of my many sit-down sessions was 9 hours. You know, I was like forgetting to eat and stuff because I get so into it. So all the parts are notated. Not everything note for note, like, because there's sections where the stuff is being improvised, so I've written like flute impro over these bars or whatever, or improvised singing in Hindi and all this malarkey, but for the most part, I didn't notate the guitar part, I wrote the chords, but all the piano, the erhu, that's this traditional Chinese instrument, the flute part, there's a whistle, I'm playing whistle on something as well, the vocal line, I didn't put the lyrics in, he wasn't too strict about that, but yeah. Hours and hours work, so that's gone. We had to submit a cover sheet, didn't find out till yesterday, and we had to put like the composition dates, who'd composed everything, and I couldn't find it. Like I was googling, I had to get all the Chinese members of the group to help me because I just, googling in English, I just couldn't find what I needed, but they sorted me out on WhatsApp. Thank you guys, it was very helpful. So yeah, a real group effort that was yesterday, asking for suggestions to name things that we'd put together ourselves, like medleys and things, and yeah, we got it all sorted. Oh, and also, I'll have to insert the photo because it's on my phone, but I tried on the Welsh costume. Right, did I tell you about the Welsh costume? I can't remember if I did or not. So our singer, who's Indian, decided it would be a great idea if we all wore our national costumes to show our international nature of the group and the fact that we're blending music from different cultures. So yeah, well, we agreed. I don't think the guitarist is, he's just going to wear black. He's not up for it. I think he didn't want to look like a sissy or something like that, but that's absolutely fine, that's fair enough. I wouldn't push him. Yeah, but the rest of us, so the Chinese girls are going to be wearing these beautiful long flowing Chinese dresses. Our Indian is going to wear a sari, and I'm in the traditional Welsh costume. My friend Sue has kindly lent it to me. I put a plea out on my own personal Facebook for it, and somebody came to my aid. A couple of people were discussing it between them. They were 2 different sizes, and the other one, which was Patty, I don't know if you've seen Ned and Pat plays the spoons, she looked me up and down and said, there's no way you're going to fit in my dress, you won't be able to do it up. So oh yeah, so anyway, I was trying that on last night. Oh my gosh, luckily I'm the sort of person that won't feel embarrassed mooching around the university and that. Anyway, so yeah, that was a big weight off anyway, submitting that this morning. Feel lighter. Anyway, 3 more days, only 3 more days in uni. I didn't film anything for either channel yesterday. I cracked on all day, had a massive work day at home, practicing and doing the stuff for that. Yeah, right, anyway, I'm gonna have my breakfast now. I'm gonna shower and get dressed, even though it's quite late. I've just been working at my desk in my pyjamas since about 8:15. Yeah, right, I'm gonna stop talking and get on. Okay, I'm nearly leaving for the day. It's 3:25 right now. Things got a bit silly. I mean, I never intended to pick up the camera till I was going anyway, because I knew I was just trogging on with things, the normal things, but oh my goodness. So it was all going very well until a member of our group decided to, well, didn't decide today off the cuff. We'd been planning it. She was taking responsibility for doing printed programmes for our assessed performance this Friday. And I'd said, of course, send them to me, I'll print them on my home printer. Don't worry about paying for the uni printer because it's quite expensive when you're paying per sheet or whatever. So she did. And of course, we had a layout issue because it was reducing from A4 sheets into an A5 booklet. And oh my word, you'd think it would be straightforward. I was using ChatGPT to give me step-by-step instructions. They were just kept on no matter what layout I was doing. They were coming out in the wrong order. It wasn't like it looked like on screen. It was like, But in the end, we figured it out, and I don't know what I did or why it worked, but it did work. It shouldn't have worked as far as I can figure out, but I knew it would because it was the only other option. But we got there in the end. So I've been on WhatsApp with my friend in my group, just back and forth. She's been editing, resending the PDF, re-editing. Eventually, between the two of us, fumbling blindly, we managed to get it done. Oh my goodness, this project turned out to be a lot more work than I expected in the last couple of days. I thought we'd pretty much done all the hard work with rehearsing and it was just a matter of turning up, doing the performance, and then it's done. No, we had a bit of a panic, and we had a panic yesterday as well because we had an email. Now, this is not like me to not be on top of these things, so I wonder if I missed something early on, but it specified performance must be not less than 12 minutes and no more than 15 minutes. Now, I had in my head that the total time on stage was 20 minutes, including getting on, getting off, talking to the audience. Anyway, we were over by 2 minutes, weren't we? I didn't realise it was that strict on actual playing time. So I thought we had a bit of leeway. I thought, well, 3 minutes, get on, get off, quick bit of how do you do on the microphone, you know, and get off again. But no, so we had to cut some of our setup. So we were remotely communicating as 5 people on a WhatsApp group to do that, and that took ages yesterday. But anyway, I'm just going in now for literally an hour and a half. It's nearly all travel and hardly any uni, but there we are. It has to be done. It has to be done. And tomorrow, do you know what? I'm playing with a harpsichord in a masterclass and doing some Bach, and the accompanist is actually allowed to use the harpsichord. And so I've been in communications about that today. It's been tuned, but we can't move it onto the stage. Like, the porters are trained in moving the harpsichord very carefully because it's very fragile and delicate. But we've been told it's been tuned, but don't move it, play it where it is. So I don't quite know what the layout's going to be tomorrow. But anyway, we shall see. That's another big first for me. I've never played with a harpsichord accompanist ever in my life. Anyway, I better go get my last bit of things packed up and get on the train. You can't see it, but there's a fun fair in Ponty Park. Parc Ynys Angharad. Oh, I can't quite get a good angle of it for you. There's all trees in the way. But look, we're being treated to this beautiful, beautiful weather again. There's Sainsbury's down there and the ship sculpture thingy. I don't need to tell you what I've been doing on the journey so far. But anyway, I've been getting quite a bit done, so that is good. Look at all those houses there, all on a great big long terrace. It's funny going to uni at this time in the evening. It's like having a night out. I'm tired, you know. I was thinking, blinking heck, I feel like it's the evening now. I should be winding down, not winding up. But oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? Look at all those roofs there. And people's laundry hanging out on the line. I didn't have to bring as much stuff, just one wrap for later when I'm coming back, probably. And yeah, not as many folders in my bag, just the one for the one ensemble I'm rehearsing with, that's all. I'm sitting here crying with laughter. I've had a train change, right? So I don't know what happened, right? I was waiting on the platform for the train, eating twiglets, which I've now finished, and thinking, oh, these are very delicious. And then the train came, and I thought, oh, somebody's going to get off. I thought I saw somebody about to press the button, so I was waiting for them to press the button. Hang on, okay, it's not very loud. Anyway, I was about to press the button, and then it started going beep, 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 beep. So I thought, oh, it's time to press the button. And I pressed the button, and it started to open, and I started to go on. And as I was getting on, it started to close, but I was already kind of, half my body was in. And I don't know, somehow the doors, they closed on me, but they kind of pulled me down to a floor level. And so I was stuck over there. Hang on, let me turn the thing around. Over there, I was lying on the floor, face down, with my rucksack on my back, with my legs sticking out, trapped in the doors. And I went, help! Like that. And another passenger just calmly got up and opened the door, pressed the button, and then the ticket inspector came along, like, horrified. It's like, what has happened here? I didn't think you were getting on. And yeah. Then I thought, I'm fine, it just hurts a bit, but I can move all right. Anyway, that was random. I think he might have thought I was crying with pain, but I was actually crying with laughter. And none of the other passengers batted an eyelid. I don't know if they didn't notice that nobody else moved at all, apart from this one guy. And he didn't say anything, he just pressed the button, opened the doors and went and sat back down again. I absolutely need to regain my composure. I've just been laughing so much, tears have been running down my face, and people must think I'm crying. And every so often, I'm doing a great big massive snort. People they're not even looking, they're just not bothered, they're in their own worlds with their headphones on, I think. We are setting up for our rehearsal. That's our pretend audience, that is. 2 hours later and I'm heading back home already. Yeah, it was a brief one, wasn't it? I'm still feeling slightly stunned after my train incident. I only just now managed to communicate with my boyfriend about it because I was pretty much straight into the rehearsal and didn't get a chance. Oh my. Right, hopefully I got a bit more luck getting on this one now then. Let's try not to get trapped between the doors with my legs sticking out. That would be good, yes. This is what I didn't do last time because I thought someone else was on the inside. I swear I saw somebody, there was nobody there. I just got home. Do you know what? I've been thinking about that train incident. I was waiting for the train and one of the newer trains came along and I realised there's a difference in the audio signals for getting on when the doors are opening and closing on the new ones, which I've now got quite used to. First of all, you get the door noise and the doors don't open. There's just like an alarm that goes off. Then the doors all come on and there's a second signal, the same as the first, but more present, more in your own area. Like the first one's just further up the train near the driver or something, or I don't know, the inspector, whatever. So I think maybe I was waiting for a second signal, but I didn't even realise it was a thing and I'd got used to it. It wasn't until I heard that newer train today on my way home and I was like, oh, because when it happened I was just a bit sort of dozy and half asleep really. I was convinced there was somebody on the other side of the door waiting to get off, and so I stood back, you know, waiting for them to do the thing rather than leap in and rudely, I don't know, get in their way. I was giving them some space, but there wasn't even somebody there. It must have been a reflection of a bush or something, I don't know. Oh my gosh. It could have been really serious. If the train had gone on and nobody had noticed and my legs were sticking out, I don't know how much room I'd have had legs-wise. It was about halfway down my shins. My knees hurt now. My knees only hurt really because they're rubbing on the inside of my jeans. I think if I've got my pyjamas on they'll be fine, or like a skirt or something. Yeah, but imagine like if I whacked into something while I was going along on the train. I was completely stuck. Because when the doors had shut, I was mid getting on. I think I might have been slightly diagonal and then the doors just clamped onto me. And I was up in the air, like the ground was too low, like I couldn't reach it because I was already stepping up to get into the train, and so I think the doors clamped on me and I just slid down, like in between the two doors. Like, I can't explain it very easily. I'd need an extra person to put something in the middle, but it's like it went shoot and then I just went phew, and ended up horizontal, flat down, right on my knees, and they are hurting now. They're not absolutely killing, but they're sore, you know, every time I move them I'm like, ooh, forgot that was there. Anyway, yeah, I think it's the different audio signals did not help. I think the inspector was looking at the end of the train, saw me just waiting there and not getting on, and thought, oh, she must be getting on a different train or something, and so he just shut all the doors again. Anyway, he came and asked if I was alright. He was as surprised as I was, I think. Oh, anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Anyway, I had a good laugh about it. But hopefully it doesn't happen to somebody else, because somebody else might not, and they might really hurt themselves if they're frail or something. Uni end of term is very, very, very soon. I now have 2 days left in uni. Tomorrow is a long day. It's 11 till I leave, basically, which I'm a bit free to leave when I want, really, but I'll probably go about 7:30. That's pop collective at the end. I've got a 2-hour gap, actually, in that day, so I might take myself to try and see the Mammoth and get a coffee in those 2 hours. I think I deserve it at the end of term. I've been working so hard and I've got a trauma in the morning. No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be really, really fun. So tomorrow I'm having a rehearsal with a pianist in a practice room because I'm doing another masterclass, which I signed up for. So anyway, after the rehearsal, then I've got another rehearsal with a duo, flute duet, and a harpist for an hour and a half. I don't suppose the harpist will be there for that long, but the two of us will be. Then I've got a quick 10-minute break, so I'll shove some food down my gob, and then I'm doing the masterclass, and we're allowed to use the harpsichord. I'm going to play with the harpsichord. Did I tell you that earlier? I might have done. I'm very excited about it. But anyway, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that one because I'm doing an easy piece that's not technically demanding. So there we are. I mean, I'm sure they'll pick all sorts of holes in it and say I should do this and that and the other, but I can actually play it easily. So that's good. Then after that I've got a break for 2 hours, so I might treat myself to some little adventure before doing the last thing. Right, I wasn't even going to vlog today, and then I was thinking I'd make it a 2-dayer, and now I'm thinking I might have actually filmed enough for a whole vlog. I don't know, what with my disastrous weird things happening to me today. That's all my rehearsing done now with that postgrad ensemble anyway. It's all done. No more, as far as I know, unless they schedule some in. I just feel like we're going over the same old stuff now. I don't feel like I need any more rehearsal on it, honestly. I think it'll be all the fresher if we don't have any. Right, I'm gonna go and put this on my laptop, see how much I filmed today. But anyway, thank you so much for watching it. Do give it a like if you want to like it, subscribe to watch more videos from me, click on a playlist to watch more videos from me right now, and I'll see you in the next video.